What's up? My name is Crystal. Welcome. So let's give a little shout out to my pup here, Rocky. He had surgery a couple weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. And he's got a fun haircut here. He had ACL surgery and he's doing very good, but he's still not allowed to run. We do a lot of walking and exercising to strengthen up his leg. But he's doing very good. He had his stitches out this week and it's healing very nicely. So we're hopeful he will get back to Zoomies soon. I am working outside today. It's the second day of spring and it's pretty nice outside. It's just really windy. The occasional cloud cover, so the sun keeps coming and going. I figured out where I want to put the greenhouse after moving it to several locations this morning. I figured it out and this is where I'm gonna put it. And then there will be like this little pathway going into it. And we're gonna be moving the compost anyway. I'll be able to have it back here. It's pretty flat. It's not perfectly flat, but it's flatter than where I was trying to put it before. The only issue is I can't set it up right now because we have a tree guy that's coming out sometime soon to take this tree down. I don't want the greenhouse in the way of that. The good thing about this, building it and then moving it, is I've moved it to so many different spots trying to figure out where I would like to put it, and I think this is a great spot and I'll be able to easily run a hose out here, and I'm gonna end up just opening this up or putting another gate here, like a back gate to the garden, so I can access it from this side easier without having to walk all the way around. But I think I found a good spot for it. The next thing I'm gonna do is work on the rock garden here. Let me show you what I've done so far. Here is the rock garden I've been working on for the past couple weeks. I put down a bunch of that landscape fabric. I didn't use any landscape staples, I just kind of used the rocks. But I don't know if you remember, this garden bed used to stop right here, and I had the sunflowers growing in here, and there's a bunch of flowers, and I have lavender that I started from seeds still in there, and there's a lot of perennial flowers in here. Well, I undid this section and I went all the way around with rocks and connected it with a rock that's in the ground that we can't move. And I'm still working on this part right here to get it right. That one's pretty much done. And then over here, I have this big rock next to our compost bin. The compost bin will be moving. The big rocks here were just such a nightmare. They're huge and we've plucked them out of the ground as we've done work around our property. So these I moved by hand with the cart here from different areas all over. And once I saw that they were all kind of the same size, I had to keep looking for more. So we found these ones yesterday next to the goat pen. We had plucked them out when we were putting in the fencing. Some of these were next to the chicken coop that we had taken out of the ground when we were putting in the chicken run. And those ones were over in the in that stone wall that needs to be cleaned up, and they just look like a good size for over here. So we moved them over here, and I'll show you how we moved them over here. So it's a good day to work on it because it is semi-cloudy. I don't have the sun beating down on me while I'm trying to move these big rocks. I don't think the camera does it justice at all. These are pretty large rocks and they're very heavy to move by hand. I did many of them myself, and then with Steve's help it was much easier. At least I've gotten them over to this point and now I can just kind of put them in. I certainly don't have enough to finish, but I at least can add on to the rows here. Oh, it's windy today. I got some of these rocks in kind of where I want them. I might end up moving them just slightly, and then I moved this huge one over to this corner. I was hesitant to do it because I don't know how it will fit in depending on which rocks we find to put here and on the other side. I think this will be a great bed. I'm really excited to finish it and get it filled. and use it for things. I did end up buying some raspberry and blackberry plants, or the bare roots, from Tractor Supply. So I was thinking about putting them in this bed, kind of like how I have the strawberry bed. My first rock garden up there is the strawberries, so I was thinking of putting raspberries and blackberries down here. Why don't we take a walk up there and I'll show you. That's what that one looks like. This won't be here. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put the greenhouse here, and then I'm going to mulch all of this going up. So there's a big path going through these gardens here. And most of this will be, I'm not going to say it for certain because I never know what I'm going to do. Use this as perennials and flowers and sunflowers and all the pollinators in the middle here, right in the middle of the garden. And I also used the corners of places to plant pumpkins, and then I ran the pumpkin vine along the outside of the garden beds, and that worked out really well with this. This is what we have here for the strawberry bed. I'll probably end up fertilizing it at the end of April going into May. I'm gonna have the pathway coming up this way. Sorry for the creaking of my camera, it's my horrible tripod. And then have it come up this way and out and around towards the chicken coop. But I'm thinking I might do another rock garden bed following that all the way up, utilizing these big rocks that are in the ground to help determine the shape of it. I don't know. We'll see. I really like these beds. And this tree will be gone soon. And the other trees will be gone soon. There's this one that's leaning. That one's going. The one that's broken is going. The one that that broken tree is laying into is going. Nice things, nice changes. So I think that'll do it for this video. It was just an update on where I decided to put the greenhouse after yesterday of just having a mental block of not being able to figure out, because I really wanted it there inside the garden. It just didn't work out. So we're gonna try it in that new spot. I don't know, I might still move it, but that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and get the chickens some snacks and get them some fresh water. And then I'm gonna go inside and figure out what tomatoes I wanna grow this year, and what seeds I'm gonna start, and if I'm gonna start them the same way I did last year. So that video will be coming out soon. But thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time. Bye.